So other than algebraic expressions, we can also use the same grid sheet if we have done algebra with lines to go into equations, right? So let's take the equation. Okay, I should have used a different color for the okay. So let's say this is 10. Okay, fine, I'll just use the same color. Okay, so what this means is I'm starting from some point, let's say here, and basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I need to end up here. So this length is 10. Okay, so I can have, let's say, a certain, I can even draw the whole thing down like this. Start, end. So this is start and this is end. And then I can say, well, there are many possibilities. I can have the red line this long and I can have the Y line that long. This is possible. This is also possible. So it's possible to give an example of things that are changing without necessarily saying sharing between me and my brother, which is usually what we use for x plus y equal to 10. Because when you are sharing, there is always a sense of being equal. Hey, we should share equally with my brother. It's 5 and 5 unanswered. So instead of bringing in equity, this just becomes a matter of how long is one line versus how long is the other line. And every time one line is longer, the other line is shorter. And then of course you can organize into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All these possibilities are there. So there are many possibilities. You can also introduce integers. So let's say this is start to end and this is what we consider positive. Then I can do this. And then do this. So then I also get the idea that it is not only two positive numbers that can share. I can have x as negative 2 and y has positive 12 and still get 10. So it is also starting to get the other quadrant, right? Similarly, you can get the so there are many ways. So here I have x which is 13 and y which is negative 3 still landing up to 10. So I have a starting and ending point, and we are sort of using the idea of vectors in one dimension to even introduce integers. So the equation will have solutions that are integers. The equation will have solutions that are both positive integers, and one positive integer, one negative integer is also possible. That also can be introduced very easily here without having to say, okay, how can I have negative apples and whatever, or negative chocolates, and how will my brother have more chocolates than that. So even these are possible without unnecessary complication. So yeah, equations is also a good place to start. I'll continue. So now I don't really need to be full lines either. I can just go, let's say 2, and I can stop somewhere and say, oh, maybe that's 2.5, and then the length of the other line will be the rest. So the same equation does not only need to have whole number or integer solutions, it can even have fractional solutions. This is also obvious from here. So these are all the advantages of, if you start doing with lines, what all you can do for one expression and then into an equation to have context. So this can set the context for what this can mean without any complicated stories and otherwise. It's graphical.